It's not Dallas.
I'm talking about the bag.
And at the end of the day, if Dallas, let's just say fucking.
Motherfucking Patrick Mahomes got a motherfucking bag in Kansas City, Missouri, nigga. So
Right,
you can get the
right.
bag.
Anywhere.
No matter what team you play for,
Right,
it's
right.
all about
They
the
got-
position.
Yeah, right.
That's a different bag.
Right.
That's different. Anybody in Dallas, you got a star on your helmet.
Let's
You
be
on that
honest.
Team, you can get a bag. Just
Nah,
because
let's
you
be
have a
honest.
star on that helmet.
Any football team you get on, you gonna get a bag.
Not like Dallas though.
Bruh.
No.
Yes, nigga.
No, bro.
You crazy as hell.
You crazy. So you gonna tell me like, okay.
You crazy as hell.
You think the Browns and everybody, the Colts and all them, they really be getting money?
But them niggas, you naming the fucking sorriest teams, nigga. What
sorry.
about?
Cowboys are sorry.
Bro, fucking
What about-
Deshaun Watson has a better deal at quarterback than Dak Prescott, so it don't matter about what team you got. Bro, the NFL has a salary cap. It's
Right.
not baseball to where one team can pay more than
Right.
In the NFL, everybody has the same equal amount of money. So whenever it comes down to it, there's no salary cap. There's nothing to do with they can pay you more in Dallas.
No. We ain't talking about Dallas Cowboys paying you the money. I'm talking because you're a Cowboy. Now you can go get a bag because you have a Dallas star in your helmet. You were able to go fucking market yourself outside of that and get more money because you are a Dallas Cowboy.
Nah,
and
better
people
be headed
gonna fuck
to, better
with
be
you.
headed to LA.
Yeah, I was like, you can kind of do that anywhere, dog.
You can, but you're gonna get more money as a Dallas Cowboy.
I don't know, man. It just depends.
So let's get it. We rolling, baby.
It just depends, man. I feel what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I see your angle. I see your angle. You know what I'm saying? But
It's like
realistically, I don't know, man. I don't know. But I see your angle, man. But hey, man, it's your boy, man. Skub Dose, baby. Survival of the illest. I'm back. Riding High presents, man. Off the Kush podcast with your boy. And I got a special guest in the building today, man. 361 legend, dog. And I don't give a fuck. I've seen the legendary shit with my own eyeballs, bro. With my own peepers, bro. I seen it with my own peepers, bro. So can't nobody tell me shit. 361 legend, bro. My boy Murk, man. Yes, man. In the building, baby.
What's going on, boy?
You know what I'm saying? How you doing today, man?
Oh shit, doing good. Didn't sleep much last night. Had a long day at work. But,
Come on. Getting it
you
in.
hit me up. And,
Come on.
And I got a ton of respect for you. Always
Man,
have,
appreciate you, bro. Like, for real.
As soon as you said you wanted to do it, shit, we made it happen.
Come on, man. I appreciate you, man. Trillville, dog. Trillville, man. So, yeah, man, tell everybody, man, what side of... First of all, for the people that don't know, tell the people where you from.
I'm from Corpus Christi, Texas. I grew up on the west side.
Come on.
And yeah, it wasn't until a few years ago we moved out here to the south side, moved down to the south side. And,
Come on.
And,
Moving on up.
Just been doing my thing. Yeah, I don't really go back to that side of town. Trouble always seems to find me over there.
Already. Okay, so you grew up on the west, right?
Yeah.
What elementary school and high school did you go to?
Well, I went to Sam Houston, but I was
Right.
living out on Eleanor Street.
Okay.
Out there by the Cajun shit, and yeah, and then I went to Moody. My freshman year.
Shit.
Yeah, and then I got my GED.
Come on.
I went to a technical school and I picked up a trade.
Oh, that's fire. So what was it like? Like, what was it like growing up on the west in your era, your time?
Man, that shit was crazy. We lived in a small house, and my next door neighbor, they had the screen door with no real door behind it, and they had a hole in the roof. His name was JR. He was straight from Mexico.
Come on,
and,
man.
He never had shoes. Motherfucker never had no shoes on. I was always like, damn.
No shit.
I thought I had it bad, but nah, they got their own shit going.
And I bet you JR come outside with a smile every day.
Oh yeah.
Come on, man.
Running up and down the street, no shoes and shit.
That's crazy, bro. So you said you went to Moody?
Yeah.
And you went to Sam. What was it like going to Sam Houston then?
Shit. I don't really remember much.
Right.
That was some time ago, but it was cool. It was a cool school. I had some friends and shit. They didn't end up. They all kind of went to Ray and shit, you know. And then I went.
Okay.
And then I went to South Park and then to Moody.
Oh, you went to South Park also?
Yeah.
Okay, that's where my kids went.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all my kids went to South Park. So I got a daughter in Cali. Shout out to my daughter Kyla. But yeah, all my kids out here, they went to South Park and then Moody.
Oh shit, that's dope. Yeah, you know, when I was going to South Park, you know, it was real outdated and shit. And now you pass by that motherfucker.
Bro, that bitch
like,
crazy,
like,
right?
Where was that shit, you know, 8 years ago? You know, no, shit, no, fuck no, 12, 15, damn.
Keep going already.
Damn, I'm only, shit, about to be 28, but.
Come on, man.
I was 15
Yeah,
years ago.
yeah, bro. They switched. I want to say they switched up South Park and changed it to the South Park at Cunningham down the street from the mall. When they switched it to that, I want to say that, man, that had to be like a good 7-8 years ago. All my kids went to South Park, and then my youngest son, he wound up going to South Park, and then left for a summer, came back, and it was South Park Cunningham.
Oh yeah, these new schools and shit, they got them food courts and all that, and I'm like, man, you know,
Big bars and gates with automatic. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. So hey, man, for everybody that don't know, man, hey, when I talk about a barbarian out here, bro, say, man, y'all better get y'all brains right, cause we dealing with a barbarian, man. So like, when did you catch the bug? Who influenced you, first of all, in the rap game, and how young were you when you heard it, when you was like, you know what, I think that I'm a
shit, I must have been about 9 or 10.
No shit.
Some of the first rappers I was listening to were Bone Thugs,
Really?
Eminem, and Chamillionaire.
Come on, man.
Yeah, so I want to say for probably one time I went to my homie's birthday party, and he must have been turning maybe 10.
Right.
And he had a CD player, and his sister got him a CD player for his birthday, and Chamillionaire's Sound of Revenge album. Damn. And we were listening to that shit religiously, and I was like, oh shit! I was like, this is crazy.
Come on.
And yeah, from there, you know, I just went, you know, further into Chamillionaire's discography and shit.
Right.
Listening to all his other stuff.
The underground
And
stuff.
That's fire. That's fire.
And I mean, Chamillionaire is probably still my favorite Texas artist.
Yeah, player.
He's just, man, he's crazy, you know. And I feel like a lot of people don't really, you know, when they hear Chamillionaire, they think of, you know, turn it up, you know, right and dirty,
right,
all that shit, you know.
Right.
Tell them about the Big
Messiah, man.
Yeah.
Messiah, you know, switch
Classics.
all that. That's my
Classics.
Shit. That's my shit. And then, you know, controversy sells, you know, all that shit.
Right.
Man, so,
Classics.
I was working at Dairy Queen. That was one of my first jobs back in the day, and I had an iPod.
Which Dairy Queen? Which Dairy?
Greenwood.
Come on, man.
I was working at Greenwood.
Yeah.
And I had an iPod, and the screen went black on it, but you could still play music if you had the headphones. And I took my homie was like, "Hey, let me borrow that shit. You know, let me listen to some music while I work this shift." I was like, "Man, I just got a bunch of Chamillionaire on here." He was like,
right.
"All right," he's like, "It's all good." I had every fucking Chamillionaire remix on that bitch. So he think you're gonna hear one song? Nah, it's the Chamillionaire.
Right.
We gonna take your shit and make your shit better.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, in Texas,
Put that Cali twist on, or put that Texas twist on it.
Made better, but in Texas, our version was always better.
Already, that Texas twist, that Texas twist on it.
So my buddy thought he was listening to some Neo and shit. Nah, it's Chamillionaire.
That's
Chamillionaire. But yeah, so you know, growing up, Bone Thugs, Chamillionaire, Eminem.
And then that was like the influences that gave you the bug.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then I'd say probably around 13, 14, I started writing, you know, some of my first rhymes and shit. And
Fire.
one of the first things I ever wrote was a Black and Yellow remix. Yeah.
The Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah, Wiz Khalifa. That was one of the first songs I had ever heard from Wiz. I must have been maybe 15.
Crazy.
And I was just like, this beat's fucking sick. I was like, man, you know what? I'm going to try to write some shit. I wrote it. And it never dropped. It never dropped. Like, I've recorded almost everything that I've written, and it just sits in vaults. I don't plan on dropping a lot of it.
Right.
Having it for my own
Right.
Huh? I never recorded that one.
Oh, you never recorded it?
Well, you still got it though, huh?
No, I don't even have I don't even have those lyrics. But and then shit. Once I got to Moody, my freshman year,
right.
That's when I started freestyling and shit. I was on the football team. And in the locker rooms and stuff, they'd be like, "Hey man, I know you be doing a little bit of writing, you know, like what's up, spitting some shit." And I'm like, "No." I was like, "No."
Come on.
And then I started fucking around with it, and I got pretty good. And everybody's like, "Dude, like, hey, you should take this shit seriously."
Right.
And I was like, "Oh, we'll see how it goes." And then the next few years, while all the homies were in high school, we'd hit up parties and shit.
Come on.
And I started freestyling at these parties.
Traditional.
And everybody's fucking, crowded around me. And
the way it's supposed to be, yes.
And that's how I got my name out there, It got to the point where my folks was like, oh, this dude's rapping again. and I know they were annoyed, but, I mean, I used to just lock in and then I started taking it serious, started writing music and shit, my first show ever was with Kevin Abstract. It was out in Houston at the Jet Lounge. And I actually met Kevin when he met some of the members from Brockhampton.
Come on.
They were working together and stuff, but they weren't locked in,
Right.
Like Merle Woods, Matt Champion. They were all doing their own shit, and so I was just like, man, these dudes are cold. And I've been knowing Kevin. Kevin's a legend, What I'm saying?
Right.
So I performed with him a handful of times, but
what was your rap name back then?
Young Murk.
Yeah. Always been Murk.
I was Young Murk, and man, it took forever. I was like Young Skrilla. I was like Young Murk. And And well, I mean, that was inspired by the late Murk Rock.
Already
I him doing his thing and shit. But
Trillville, salute, big salute.
Doing like his graffiti shit and stuff. Like that, And so I kind of picked up Young Murk, and then I started seeing a few of his music videos and shit. And I'm like, oh, he does music too.
Tight.
I was like, okay, I was like, I don't want to disrespect or anything. I'll be Young Murk, spell it a different way type shit.
Right.
And all that, and then it kind of just got to the point where I was like, man, I can't be the Young Murk forever type shit.
Right.
I just dropped it and. I kind of try to take on Murk 361, Murk, and for a while I was kind of rolling with like it stands for like making us recognize knowledge type shit.
Church.
And but yeah, I've just I've been doing this shit 11, 12 years, and I'm
going hard.
I like to think I'm still young, but I mean I've been in this shit for a while now.
Nigga, you still young.
You know what I'm saying?
You still young.
Your name is an ode to Murk Rock?
Yeah, in a sense, yeah. It was inspired by him for sure. It was inspired by him for sure,
I'm pretty sure Murk would love to hear that.
Yeah, that's fire.
And I mean, I pulled up to sessions and stuff where people were there, and they're like, yo, like Murk's my dog type shit. I'm like, hey, it's no disrespect. We all end up freestyling together and shit. And they're like, yo, respect, dog. Like,
always,
respect,
always.
And so I mean, it's been a journey. It's been a journey, but I like to think, I'm an OG in the game.
You goddamn right.
And, just left a comment said, I was recording my boy in the Northwest 10 years ago.
Yeah, Skip.
Man, stop. Hey, bro. Like, y'all thought, hold on, like, serious shit. Like, y'all thought I was fucking bullshitting. This nigga, like, I really got a 361 legend in the fucking building, bro. And that's Trillville.
I want to say, I was in Excess performing with, like, I want to say I performed with Big Pokey at Excess one time.
Come on, man.
I was 17. I wasn't even old enough to get in there, but Jimmy, the owner, was like, "Come on, dog." Like, because the door guy wasn't trying to let me in, and he's like, "Nah, he's performing.
Already.
I still have my long hair and shit.
Come on,
and,
come on. Say, bro. Say, bro.
The SPID, right?
Yeah.
Hey, say, bro. When I met Murk, bro, this was at CC Fridays, bro. And this was like, man, this gotta be a good 8 years ago, bro. At least. At the very minimum, bro, it gotta be 7, 8 years ago, bro. This man got on the mic, bro, and it like you Tupac, all eyes on me. Nah, for real, bro. Like nigga, we was like this, bro. Like, bro, we was like this. This nigga going in, boy. Like, nah, like for real, bro. Like for real. Like, if you going up after this nigga, you better be on your shit, dog. You better be on your shit. You better, like, for real, dog.
Dude's a killer, bro. You a killer.
Nah, for real, bro. Like, for real. I'm not trying. Hey, nah, like for real. I'm not trying to fucking nut swing, dog. Like, it's just that I seen it.
He knows how to put on a show.
Bro,
he doesn't just show up to just rap.
I seen it with my own peepers, bro. The first time I met this nigga, that's how it went, bro. And it was like, it was just like, no homo, but it was like a magnet, bro. Like I had to meet this man. I had to, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to know, you know what I'm saying? What's making them wheels spin? What's making the cog spin in his brain, bro?
Not to be on no cocky shit or nothing, but did you feel like you were one of the ones out there at CC Fridays that was out there showing ass instead of just being one that was out there just, hey, I'm just here to.
How could you not?
Oh yeah, I mean every time I go out there, you know, it's like it don't matter what setting I'm in. I could open the show and I'm gonna feel like I'm the headliner. You know what I'm saying? Like,
church.
And it's gotta be like that every time.
Right.
You know, cause
right.
Yeah, I performed in front of 400 people. I performed in front of 4 people.
Yeah. Right.
And if there's one thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab those 4 people, and they're gonna remember me.
Right.
You know
You gonna rock that mic.
So the way I see it is, every time I get behind the mic, it's an opportunity to grab new ears. So I give it if you're not sweating at the end of your set, what the fuck are you doing?
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
come on. When was the first time you performed?
The first time I performed.
When was your first performance?
July 9th of 2013.
Come on.
In Houston. That's the one with Kevin Abstract at the Jet Lounge.
No shit.
This past August, I got floor seats to 50 Cent, and I went to that show, and I passed by the Jet Lounge, and it's closed down now. You know, so it was crazy seeing it. And I'm like, man, I performed. I was like, that was my first show.
Can you explain to us, being someone who hadn't done any shows yet, how do you get your first show in Houston?
Yeah.
Like, you didn't start off at some rinky-dink ass bar here in Queens and then go to graduate to Houston? Like,
yeah.
So back then, you know, I was still trying to get my name out there and shit.
Right,
and so,
right.
So I had contacted Kevin's manager. I want to say at the time it was that Amir. I think his name's Amir or something like that.
Right.
And I reached out to him and shit, and they were like, you know, we can get you, you know, a 10 or 15 minute slot. You know, it's gonna cost you $150. And at the time, I was like,
right.
I mean, I'm barely old enough to get a job now.
Right. And, yeah. It should have been $1 million.
I was like, shit.
Should have said $1 million, nigga.
Right. I said, all right, I can't get no minutes from my phone.
already.
I said, but we gonna make this shit happen. And
Come on.
So I bought that slot and I went out there, and it was sold out. It was a sold out show, 150 people.
Man,
and you know,
gotta
I got
do
on
that.
stage, I'm sweating, my heart's beating. I'm looking around. I feel like I'm about to pass out. I'm like, And I debated walking off stage. I was gonna walk off stage. But I said, nah, you know, my mom drove me out here, you know, my homies are with me and shit.
Y'all listening to this nigga, man?
I'm here. I said, I'm here, you know. I said, we didn't drive out here for nothing.
Nothing.
So
Come on, man.
Come
Come on, man.
For real. So, you know, so I performed and I was there with the mic and I'm rocking back and forth, you know, kind of rapping my shit. You know, and they're fucking with it. And I'm
giving
like, okay, cool,
giving them
know?
them bars, boy.
And, yeah, I'm giving them bars and shit. I might have threw a few of these.
Yeah.
I'm sweating. I'm about to have a panic attack. And after the show, you know, I gave a few burn CDs out with the Hulk Share link on them. Motherfuckers don't even know about Hulk Share. You know, Reverb Nation, Hulk Share. You know, I was getting thousands of downloads and streams back in the day. So, fucking.
That's crazy.
And so 2 days later, I got invited to. Kevin invited me to perform at the Corpus Christi show, and for free. And I was like, shit. I was like,
in there. I
was like, let's do it, man. So That first show was July 9th, so it was July 13th.
Come on.
I came down and I performed in front of my hometown for the first time at the House of Rock.
2 days
and
later.
I fucking killed it, dude. I killed it. I got footage. I'll show y'all later. But I got footage of my first show. You know, I had that song "Burn," Big Sean and Meek Mill. I had a "Burn" remix I performed. I had a "Who Dat" remix by J. Cole. It was a lot of remixes.
Yeah.
You know, I might have had 3 or 4 originals.
Okay.
Right.
And then I was performing like 3 remixes.
Right,
know what I'm
right.
saying? And
Showing that he ain't playing.
Remixes get the crowd comfortable.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Right. Cause they comfortable with the beat. They know this. So let me see what you can do on it. You know what I'm saying? I know what this dude can do on it. Let me see what you can do on it. Yeah, that's fire,
so,
bro.
Yeah, and after I performed here, you know, I knew it was something I wanted to do. And, you know, I mean, being up there and rapping, you know, the shit that I've been writing and the shit I've been living and all that, you know, it's one of the best feelings in the world. So,
Man, that's so ill,
not
dog.
a lot of things match that rush. So.
Yeah, man, who are you telling, dog? So one of the first times I ever performed, bro, was at a high school that I had wound up getting kicked out of and went to the rival high school of that first high school. Does that make sense? Y'all following me? You feel me? So I'm at this other high school that my new high school, right? And I wind up like befriending like one of the most illest people that I know to this day. You know what I mean? And we wind up making music together. And there's a talent show that's happening at my previous school. I gotta go. I gotta perform. Like it's in my heart, bro. Like this rap shit is in me. It's not on me. You know what I'm saying?
Was the talent show a free for all or just for that school? Why were you gonna get
I don't know. He got me in. I was in with him. I have no idea, dog. I have no idea, dog. How like I'm in 100% with him, dog.
cheap?
You better, goddamn shit. So, hey, he proceeds to tell me, bro, like the day before that, hey, we're gonna go perform over here at Garden Grove High School, blase. I'm like, man, I'm 100% down. What we gonna do? He's like, we're gonna freestyle the whole thing. I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like I'm telling him this, dog. Like I don't know if that's a good idea, bro. Cause like we're young. Like this like 98, dog. Like we saying all type of crazy.
You're only black, Mexican, white?
He a nigga.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, let me tell you how ill my nigga was, bro. So he went to a predominantly white high school, bro. He had a fro out to here, my guy, would wear a gold FUBU belt, a Jordan 4 and a Jordan 13. Yeah. My G was crazy, okay? So we gonna freestyle the whole thing. And I'm telling, hey man, I really don't think this is a good idea, fam. Like just for the simple fact, like when we're cussing and we're bouncing off each other, we're cussing, dog. Like you know, I don't want to get shut down 3 bars in. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? So he's like, nah, we're good. Let's just try to keep it as PG as possible. Freestyling. I said, okay. On the no. On the way there, this me. He's like, you right, nah. I'm like, bro, like, I want to get some bars off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, we get in front of these people, bro. In front of the whole entire auditorium. This the first time that my wife ever seen me perform. She's my girlfriend at the time. But it's the first time my wife ever got to see me perform. Blase, right?
What was the crowd mainly like?
Oh, it was mainly of my previous school.
No, I'm saying like whites, Mexicans.
Everything. Like we're in California, bro. It's everything, bro. Like Mexicans, Samoans, Asians. Oh no, it's everything, bro. It's the staff. It's all white. You got the light. You got light fucked up. The staff, they all white. Goddamn.
Kids Baskin Robbins.
You know what I'm saying? Baskin Robbins with the kids, the staff, vanilla like a motherfucker. Okay. So we get in front of the shit. They introduce us and shit. Hey, my partner goes first. He freestyling. He bounced it off to me. I start spitting the shit that I was trying to get off in the fucking car. Blase, and freaking. I bounce it back to him. He get the cussing. He try to throw it back to me. Hey, I'm like, I get the cussing. Skirt. Hey, turn that shit off automatically, bro. Kicked us off the stage, bro. Bro, they turned that shit off so fast. Like after we was like, no, bitch, you can't. They was like, skirt.
Do you remember what beat y'all used?
I have no idea, dog. It might have been some of his shit because he was, you know what I'm saying? We was dabbling back then. We was just getting like the studio equipment. We was just getting off. So they skirted that shit off. And I remember jumping back in this nigga's car and he was like, at least we got to get this much shit off as possible. And I was like, nigga, you ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? And hey, bro, and we was happy just to get that shit off. You know what I'm saying? That was one of my first performances ever. And then I graduated to, you know what I'm saying, doing parties here and there and shit like that, and eventually building a name for myself over the, you know what I'm saying, over the course of maybe like 2 or 3 years from fucking junior high to fucking the most of my motherfucking high school years and shit. The good old days, nigga old, man. I'm talking about the 90s, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm talking about the 90s, early 2000s, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, what's up with fucking Murk Fest, man?
So,
man, that's what man, what's up with the fest?
Start from the beginning. Explain how it even came about and what it actually is.
Church.
So a few years ago, I met a homie named Sanford that all the homies were cool with and shit.
Right.
And he's the GM of Wonders. He worked his way up to the GM. And, shit, so I got into some trouble a few years back and shit. As soon as I got out of jail, you know, I was on my mom's couch and shit.
Right.
And he was like, shit, I'm looking for a roommate. And I'm like, cool, shit. You know, he was like, it's gonna be, you know, this much for the room and shit. You know, that's all you got to pay type shit.
Right.
Shit, bet. I said I'm moving next week.
Say less.
You know, I just if there's one thing you know I can't do, I cannot be laid up in my mama's crib.
Cannot, bro.
We just, you know what I mean? That's probably one of my best friends. She's all I've ever had and shit.
Right.
Man, she screamed too much. She just
Right.
You know, she's a little older now though, so she's
it's her way or no way. Right.
Man, I feel like I'm not doing enough if I'm laid up, you know, at mama's crib.
100%.
So,
100%.
I like having my own stuff, my own spot, and all that. So he had this dude Sanford hit me up. He's like, yo, you know, I got a room for rent, this and that. So shit, I moved in, and yeah, I've been living with him 3 years now, and you know, I got real involved in the bar, you know, Wonders and shit. They got the Murk pack there now. I got my own item on the menu there and shit.
Tight.
And then they had told me that they had never had live music before.
Wow.
And I said, oh, they've had little karaoke nights and shit, but
Right.
they never had no live music. I said, man, well, I said, you know, let me try something now, you know, a little Murk Fest. We'll call it Murk Fest. You know, it'll be the weekend before Halloween and shit. Yeah. And so I chopped it up with him and the owner. You know, and the owner, I mean, he trusts Sanford. Sanford trusts me. Right. So I got the green light. And,
man, say less.
And we got it going. The first Murk Fest, I had my homie Mason. I had my homie Mason. He goes by Deshaun now. Deshaun.
Right.
I had him perform. I had my homie Roman Gabriel perform.
Come on.
And yeah, we killed it. It was, you know, it was a success. We had some drink specials and shit.
Right.
They made a Mercarita for the night.
Come on, man.
The bar don't even serve Hennessy, but I made them serve Hennessy, you know. And so yeah, so it went good, and they wanted to run it back. You know, it was one of the highest grossing nights for the bar and shit.
Man.
And so we did it again. I brought my homie Swanee Ivy down from San Antonio. He's one of my favorite artists right now. Right. You know, every time I chop it up with him, I'm like, bro, I'm not even, you know, trying to write or anything like that, but like, bro, I listen to your music because I fuck with it.
Right.
Heavy. Not because you're my boy, because I
fuck
with
with the
your
music.
you know?
Right.
And he, you know, he's been a big inspiration to me lately, and yeah. So I was gonna run it back last year or this past year.
Right.
I ended up getting into some trouble and shit, and so I had to postpone it. But we can be doing it big this year.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
I'm looking for a big headliner I can bring down.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're gonna get it going. You know, it's a free event though, so it's not like I'm gonna be able to make, you know, the money that we drop on the headliner back or anything. It's
Right.
gonna be you know, all love and
Man,
and
you
for
hear
the
this,
city,
man?
know?
You hear this, man?
So we can be
Yeah.
doing some great things, you know, all year. Trying to get more active on my YouTube channel and all that.
Right,
you know?
right.
And yeah, just really get everything going. But that's kind of how Murkfest, you know, happened.
Man, that's so awesome, man. Give the people your ats, man.
Shit, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, digital stores, at Murk361, MURK361. My last single put out, it's called Some Things Never Change. And it's kind of, it's the first song that's like totally left field. You know, I mean, the rapping's easy. You know, I do that shit all day. I got that in my back pocket, you know?
Right.
But I'm trying to make music. You know, I like getting out of my comfort zone.
Yeah,
And
trying
so,
something different.
There's this song called "Chemical" by Post Malone.
Right.
And it's a real big song right now. And I was listening to it, and I'm like, man, this is my shit, dude. And it's crazy because it's kind of like it's got like a heavy pop essence to it. You know?
Right.
And so I had this one beat that I had been writing for months on. I had the verse, but I couldn't write a hook. And I'd go back to it, and I'd lay there for an hour or two just trying to come up with the hook, and I couldn't.
Yeah.
And I'd go back to it another hour or two, can't come up with a hook.
Right.
Fuck, dude. And then I heard that song, and I'm like, this is what I needed.
This is it.
Yeah. So I went back. And I wrote the hook down, recorded it.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, it's one of the best songs I've ever made. And,
Come on,
you know,
man.
I'm 10 years in. I'm still, you know, looking for my sound. I feel like I still haven't found my sound yet.
Come on,
you
man.
know? And yeah, but it's been a journey. But you know, I'm grateful for all the obstacles. You know, that's what makes me me. You know, it wouldn't feel as good if it was easy. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it feels so much better when it's earned, bro.
Oh yeah.
We got about 20 minutes so we can get him out of here before Kirk.
Oh yeah.
Already. Nah.
Okay, already did that.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to make
That's
sure.
what I was-
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure that my guy is all right. You know what I'm saying?
Got about 25.
Okay.
Yeah, you live close enough?
I stay in the lakes. Over there.
Shit,
So.
yeah.
You good?
22 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just shoot straight down Dodgers to Weber.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you straight. Okay. That's what's up, man. So, what was one of the wildest performances that you've had thus far? Like
Xavier Wolf at the House of Rock.
Oh shit.
That was a night to remember.
Come on, man. What happened that night? I want to hear it, man. What happened? Give it to me.
The homie Mateo, Day One Promotions, he had hit me up. He's like, yo, you know, I'm bringing Xavier Wolf down and Black Smurf. And he's like, you're one of the first person that popped up in my head, you know.
Yeah.
He was like, I know you can bring people out, you know, and that's what I want. So I was like, all right. I was like, you know, let me know some details, you know. He's like, check it out. He's like, he was all, I'll give you 40 tickets. He was all, you know, return me 20. You can keep 20. I said, bet. I sell the fucking 40 tickets. Zip, boom, done.
Yeah.
I'm about to make $300.
Right, easy.
Quick,
Say less.
You know, so, and shit, it was a sold out show, 300 people in the House of Rock. And that was probably the closest I've ever been to like crowd surfing. That shit was so lit. That shit was crazy. Dude.
No
that
shit.
Shit was crazy. I jumped in the crowd. You know, everybody's fucking like, you know, trying to grab me and shit, you know. And I'm pushing people. I'm performing. I'm rapping still. And I'm just swinging left to right. It's body to body in that bitch. I got a little video and shit. And, but yeah, that was probably one of my favorite performances and craziest performances. But I performed with the Yin Yang Twins at Brewster's.
That's
Going on 2 years
crazy.
now, 2 years ago, and that shit was man. Yin Yang Twins, them motherfuckers get down. Hey, and their chemistry chemistry's just so crazy.
Right.
You know, one of them can stop at any minute, at any second, and the other motherfucker pick it right back up where he left.
Come on.
Take his breath. You know, he get back to it. He stop, and I'm like, you know, I've always
flawless.
You know, the closest thing I had to that was like AC back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But for the most part, you know, I've always been a one man band.
Right.
That's why I feel like I respect what I do on stage so much because I don't need 30 people on stage with me to try to get the crowd going.
Right.
It's just
you got
me,
it.
and
You got it.
It's either not gonna work or it's gonna work.
Right.
And so I go out there, you know, and I'm not like, hey guys, you know, can y'all come up to the front? I'm like, nah, you know, I'm like, what the fuck's up, Corpus Christi, you know, make y'all's way to the front. The fucking show's about to start, you know, and then, I get them hype and shit, and then I deliver, and but yeah, shit, so that was cool. Make the Stallion was cool. Perform Make the Stallion at Worcester right before she blew, and that was a good time.
Yeah,
but yeah, you know, I've had my fair share of celebs and stuff, you know. But I don't know. I'm weird. See, I don't like taking pictures with celebrities. I like meeting them, shaking their hand, you know, having a cool little conversation. But I'll never be like, hey, can I get a picture?
Yeah,
you know
no need to.
Because I feel like I'm the one they should be getting the pictures with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. You know, it might be dumb. I mean, my boy Star out in Dallas.
Nah, it ain't dumb at all because like. In my mind, I feel like that about some people too. Like, bitch, I can go bar from with you, nigga. Like, like nigga, we need. That's it.
I got a homie Star out in Dallas, and he takes a picture with everybody he's ever performed. So he's got pictures with Nipsey, you know, Jada Kidd, Lloyd Banks, you know. And I'm like, damn, those are cool fucking pictures. I'm like, maybe I should start getting some fucking pictures in.
Right.
But yeah, Xavier Wolf, House of Rock. That was probably about 3 years ago. The craziest show I've ever had.
That's dope, man. And I'm glad. Hey, and it was a Corpus fucking show.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Man, where do you have any up and coming performances coming up?
Just Murkfest. That's all I got on my calendar right now. That's gonna be in October, and I mean, something might come up, but for the most part. I'm not.
Oh, we got something for you, bro. We got something for you on Thursday, bro.
Yeah, we do the Riding High concert series where we do in-house performances.
We got something for you. Here, bro.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, you give you a whole set, bro.
Yeah, like a 15-minute set. Yeah. We have some homies come just sit on the couch right there.
And you wreck it, bro.
Yeah.
Shit, let's get it.
Yeah.
We're starting to do it now where instead of you just coming with one long set, I would tell you to have the songs chopped up, separate into different tracks. That way you could tell the story behind each song. If you want to shout out the producer or the studio or shit like that, that's how we're starting to do it now.
Oh yeah, that'd be
fire.
Yeah, shit, I'm with it.
Hey, so y'all tune in. Coming soon, bro.
The last one.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with it, man.
Nah, for real, bro. Like I appreciate you more than anything than showing up, bro. Like, is there anybody that you wanted to give a shout out to, bro? And tell the people, man. I know you got some new music coming, man.
Yeah, I do. I'm planning on dropping a small project called Playlist Murk 2.
Yeah.
That'll probably be around spring break.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of writing. I probably got like 30 songs I need to record, 30, 40 songs I need to record. I just hadn't been in the studio much. But I mean, I'm going to start recording everything, you know, this month, next month. And then we'll definitely get it going. I definitely want to be busy this year.
Yeah, 100%.
The past few years, it was hard to catch a rhythm just because of everything going on in life.
Yeah. And then coming back from COVID, it wasn't that whole entire stop of life.
Weird.
And then coming back from it.
I got a question for you. If I'm mistaken, and if you don't even want to talk about it, you don't have to. Did you used to be in like a couple of groups back in the day, or you always been a solo act?
It was just fam with AC. That was it.
Okay.
It was us two.
Oh, that was just y'all too.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was just us two.
Already.
And then we kind of just started doing our own thing and shit.
Y'all used to just work with a lot of different crews back in those days, right? Because we would do all the events and shit, and everybody was down there one big crew back in those days.
God.
And that was the thing about CC Fridays, you know.
Man.
It's I feel like I find myself reminiscing a lot on those days because
Yes.
it felt like everybody was coming
Yeah.
together, you know.
Yes.
And then if it wasn't for them starting to turn out the electricity at the gardens and shit,
Yeah,
you know,
man.
that's when we're like, well, let's move to Heritage Park, and then that shit fell out, and then it kind of feels like everybody like, I feel like that fucked up a lot of people, because it was easy to go there and find motivation, and after it stopped, I mean, for all the people that just freestyle and aren't recording music and shit,
Right.
they might have felt like they didn't have an outlet anymore.
Right.
But
Well, shout out to that boy Freak, man, because he definitely one of the cats that's trying to bring that back. He just held like the freestyle cipher get together, man. So you know what I'm saying? Definitely.
Man, see, I wanted to pop up out there.
Hey, I was at work, man, or
We probably gonna keep on going.
yeah, we definitely. Hey,
I
man.
ain't never rap battled before though. It's like,
Nah, it wasn't even. This was like a cipher.
Just a rap. It ain't
Yeah, this is
like
a cipher. This wasn't like.
I thought it was like on some Golf Wars type shit.
that one that we did at House of Rock.
Right, House of Rock, yeah.
2 Fridays ago, that one was like a going to go.
That was a battle.
That's the one that I was talking about. You were talking about something else?
Yeah.
Freak has just started something where he used to do it back in the day, but now
Yeah.
he's bringing it back
Bringing
to
it
where
back.
everybody meets up on the T-heads and just shows
Cypher.
up with a Bluetooth speaker and
Yeah.
just rapping. Nobody
Just
shooting slugs.
no slugs or nothing. We just out there
Oh,
ciphering.
that's cool.
And it was just this past Saturday.
Yeah,
It was this past Saturday, and I was at work. I definitely wanted to. I definitely wanted to be out there. And shout out to Freak, man. You need to keep that going. On the cool as a collective, a lot of us need to come together, man, and we need to start making music and start sharing our talents and getting this going again, bro.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Period.
For sure. I feel like.
And we need to start working with these youngsters, bro, and bringing them in with us, and we need to start jumping in with them, man.
Honestly, back in the day, whenever we were doing the cave and stuff, Murk was one of the youngsters back then that we tried to bridge the gap with like the old school and the new school. So we've always been on some trying to bridge that, and I don't think it's much divided as what it used to be.
No, I don't think it is at all.
Yeah.
I don't think it is at all.
More people are open-minded.
I just don't think that there is a common ground for everybody to get together and have an outlet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And as soon as that shit happens, I think that that needs to be a goal for 2024. Because as soon as that shit happens, it's gonna be a beautiful, beautiful thing, bro.
No, for sure.
You ever try to get on South by?
Nah, I don't know. I feel like
Cause
that's.
I can see you on one of them stages. To me, you like when I think of South by, I think your style fits like South by, like real good because a lot of people go to South by and they want to see them bars. Don't get me wrong, you're gonna go to
Right,
South by and
right.
see the gimmicks and see just
Right.
people that's just rapping.
But that's one of the
rapping about
places
money,
where
shit
you can
like
go.
that.
That's
A lot
one
of
of,
people go to South by because they want to see them fucking bars. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I think
Yeah.
like you would be good for South by.
And
for
the
that
only
show.
thing I would say different to that, I see you more like Sal Padre because I see me on the beach jamming and you performing and your energy matching the people that are out there.
I see both shit.
But all of them, and I feel like
Yeah, that'd
that
be
is
fire.
where, like I would love you on a South by Spring Break, South Padre, like doing that kind of shit because you already know all them college kids are gonna be going crazy because they gonna match your energy because you have that type of energy.
100%.
That's an idea right
Yeah,
there.
That's what I
100%.
think you're awesome for
Trying
that.
to grab a slot of Clayton's or something.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
Facts.
I think that's dope.
Facts, man. Hey, like again, man, I appreciate. Hey, man, I appreciate you times 1,000. I don't think the people realize the work that you put in and how long you've been out here, really just giving them boys the work. You know what I'm saying? And if anything, I fucking appreciate it. If don't nobody else, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely appreciate you for sliding by, man. Hey, man.
And I mean, this year, I'm down to work with anybody. You're dope,
Hey.
you're grinding, doing your thing. Hit me up, let's work. I always
You
have
heard the
people hit me
man.
up, they're like, bro, what do you charge for a feature? And I'm like, I don't charge, bro.
Right, right.
But I mean, I'm not just gonna get on
On
song
no-
with
on
nobody,
no
you know what I'm
bullshit,
saying?
right.
You gotta bring it. I mean, if you bring it, get at me. Let's
Yeah.
make something happen.
Facts.
Shit. Let's make something happen.
Facts. You heard the man. Hey, man. Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy, Skub Dose. Survival of the Illest. Bringing you legends, man. And we going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep busting y'all in the head with these legends, man. It's another episode of Off the Kush podcast. man, I can't thank Riding High enough for the platform, man. I also want to give a shout out to DNS Bully Supplies. Hey, again, if you got a dog, a bully of any type of source, and you ain't been to DNS Supplies at 2217 Airs, I don't know what to tell y'all, man. I hope everybody has a beautiful, beautiful holiday, man, as far as Christmas, Xmas, whatever y'all call it, and the New Year, man, and we out, man.
Hold on, before we get up out of here, let them know where you at in case they
Yes.
need.
Yes.
Ooh, I almost gave him the... I was right... Hey, you see me? I was right here, and he... Hey, man, y'all go check your boy out, man. Hey, I'm on Low Life Media, man. I'm on Riding High Podcast, man. I just dropped a new video the other day, man. Survival merch everywhere, bro. Y'all can get at me, man. Y'all know what it is, man. We out.